Hi there, it's Mr. Clark. Welcome to lesson 7.3.3 on voice leading 6. So in major, your 6 chord is 6, 1, and 3, which is pretty darn similar to our 4 chord, 2 common tones, but it's also pretty darn similar to our 1 chord with also 2 common tones. So it kind of straddles this line between tonic and predominant. This same idea of root motion by thirds, you can go down, but if you go back up that chain, wow, I can't write numbers. Then it starts sounding like you're just adding sevenths on. So this chain is one direction. One can go to 6, can go to 4, can go to 2, but you don't really reverse that at all. And of course, you can skip steps of the chain. You could go 1 to 4 to 2, you could go 1 straight to 2. But the only thing that would reverse on this chain would be 4 can go back to 1, that plagal cadence motion that's allowed. Everything else is just go down that chain from tonic to predominant. You can also skip this entirely, go straight to dominant, but any of these chords can go to dominant and then go to tonic. And why do we have this arrow here? Because of our deceptive cadence. So that's our deceptive cadence there. That's our plagal cadence moving back. And these are our authentic cadences moving from 5/7 to 1. And if it ends on dominant, that would be your half cadence. So those are all of your cadences in our basic phrase model map. Choose your own adventure map, whatever you want to call it. So the examples here I just gave in major, the same principles apply in minor. The only difference is that you'd have a flix and a flea. So you can make those relevant substitutions. So from going from 1 to 6, typically part of a tonic expansion, one way is to just have the same note in the bass, keep that common tone, so put it in first inversion, and literally you're just moving the tenor, in this case 5 up to 6. If you want it to be a little stronger, you can use a root position 6 and move the bass as well. So that's what these sound like. Very subtle, or if you want it to be a little stronger, you move the root as well. Voice leading to other predominant chords from 6 to 4, from 6 to 2. The same principles. 6 to 4 is the same as 1 to 6 because the root's moving down a third. So keep your 2 common tones. 6 to 2 is the same principles as 5 to 1 since the root is moving down a fifth. So keep your 1 common tone. If you're moving from 6 to 5 or 5/7, in this context, it functions as a predominant for sure because it's moving directly to dominant. Make sure that your upper voices are moving in contrary motion to the bass because it's a stepwise motion. Avoid your parallels. Or 5/7. There's your 7th. And then the reverse, the same sort of thing. This is your deceptive cadence, where you have or a 5/7. Make sure you resolve that chordal 7th down. So that voice leading is pretty smooth. That's why deceptive cadences are a thing. So that is voice leading 4. Oh, speaking of deceptive cadences, I guess I put another meme in here. It's pretty large. I should probably shrink that. Anyway, take care, and I'll see you next time.